With this presentation, following on from creating purchase orders from an estimate, I will demonstrate how you can email purchase orders directly to suppliers. So if I go to orders here, this is the order which was the subject of the video creating orders from an estimate, and you'll notice up here email current selected purchase order. So if I click on that, it tells me, incidentally, before we go further, I'll just say cancel that there. The first thing you really need is to ensure that the supplier or the creditor has an email address, and you can do that right here. So if you've got this particular order selected and the nominated supplier is Bunnings, for example, you can click on this button here, and if there's no email address in here, you can type the email address in there for that particular supplier. I'm using my own email address here for this demonstration just to show you how it goes right through to delivery. So that's the email address. So that's the first thing you need to do. So in fact, if there was no email address there, you would get an error message saying you first need to set the email address, and it would open that this particular dialog box up for you, ready for you to type in the email address. So clicking on this email currently selected purchase order, the question is, do you want it costed or not? If I say no, I don't want it costed, then the order is generated without the individual item costs on it, because this particular order, if you remember from the previous video, that order is a quoted order. So I'll say yes to this, and yes to attach it to the email. Here's the order. So if I just double left click on this here and open that up, problem here because it's opening up on a second monitor, so you can't really see it. So what I will do, I will just send this email. The message I'll say here. So you treat this just exactly the same way as you normally treat any email. The only thing is that when you're sending it, Buildercost puts the site address in here as a subject, and the attachment is actually the purchase order. It says Bunnings Hardware and Timber, order number 5260 PDF. So it's easily identified from any list of orders that you may want to keep, and I'll show you how a copy is automatically kept. So if I say now send that email, it's sent. Now let me just digress here, and I will go to my email client, which is Gmail, and you'll see that here's the order that I just sent, and if I open up this order, there it is. So that's how your supplier would receive that purchase order. There it is, with all of the content on here and the quote number and so forth. So that's another advantage of being able to email those orders directly to the supplier. So that's how you can do it, and if you're on the actual details of that order there, you can email a purchase order from this particular page of the purchase order form as well. So you have no worries with that. I think that's all I really need to tell you. Like if you want to recost this, you can reprice it using price A or price B. Two separate prices on each item in the price list, so you can reprice the order. You wouldn't do that after it's been sent because it's locked here at the moment with these with this quote on here, and I might demonstrate that as it's required by users. So I will do another video on creating an instant order, in which case I will show you how you add random items to the order and how you can reprice them as well. So if I just close this one here now, and that's the end of this video.